Hey, what's up everyone, so welcome back to another video, and today I'm gonna tell you a little story and I'm gonna also show you how I managed to install wrongly the memory RAM of my PC. I built this PC like 2 years ago, so I've been using this memory wrongly for these 2 years already. I've noticed many times struggling with the performance. I mean, not really struggling, but I was expecting to get more performance out of it because the specs aren't really that bad. Yes, they are not the newest specs out there. Also the memory RAM is not the best out there, but still for the specs that it has, I was expecting it to have better performance. Still, I can play most of the games out there, but like I said, the performance wasn't really great, and well, was because of the memory RAM. The memory RAM is very easy to know how to install it and not to install it like I did, but I'm gonna show you why I did install it like this and why I didn't really realize that I installed it wrongly. But how I did spot that I installed it wrongly, I actually opened it like yesterday, tried to go and clean it up, and then I checked like the memory RAM, it was too close together. I was like, wait a minute, did I install this wrongly? Yes, I did. But let's go under the desk and I'm gonna show you what was wrong and why I did it wrongly. It's not the best PC you'll ever see. I tried to do some good cable management. It's not the best out there, but it's what I could do with this setup. I don't have the best hardware. It's not water cooled, it's just normal CPU with fan, even though this CPU cooler is pretty big. So you see there is 4 slots of memory RAM. The first one is empty, second is used, third one is empty, and last one, fourth, is used. They are also a bit different, the memory RAM, even though it's from the same company. It's G-Skill Raw. It's just this one, the last one, the red one. It has just the cooler, which the first one doesn't have. I bought them separately, but they are the same memory RAM. So what I did wrong was this first memory RAM was I plugged it in next to this one, which this motherboard has dual channels. They have also different colors, blue and black and blue and black. So blue and black means one channel, and not this blue and black means the second channel. I plugged this one by mistake on the third channel, not on the third slot, because you see here the fan, it blocks the first slot. So I wanted to plug it in on the first slot and this one to plug it in on the third slot. But for some reason I plugged this one on the third slot for my idea have the first slot and the third slot, and then this one I wanted to plug it on the first one, but then I couldn't plug it on the first one because of the fan. So I was doing it really also fast. I just plugged it on the last one just to test to see if my PC will start. Since it started, I just let the RAM in there. But this is wrong. This is the wrong way to install memory RAM, because if you install both of the RAMs next to each other, this means they will use a single channel. This is the correct way, because the RAMs now are used in dual channel and not in a single channel. So in other words, never install 2 RAMs next to each other, even if your motherboard doesn't have like different colors, so all the slots are the same color. Usually the slot next to the CPU, it's the number 1 slot, and the farthest one is the last slot. So in this case, this motherboard has 4 slots. This means dual channels. If you want to check if you installed the RAM correctly, for example your RAM slots doesn't have different colors, you can install CPU Z and come into the memory and see if you have dual channel available. If you installed it wrongly, like I did before it was saying single and now it says dual. Also you can check by going to SPD here, tab in the SPD tab, and check here in the slots. Slot 1 doesn't have anything, slot 2 has 1 stick, slot 3 doesn't have anything, and slot 4 has 1 stick as well. The slot 1, which was the closest to the CPU, doesn't have anything because how the fan was sticking out too much. I couldn't plug in anything. If you have place, then put one RAM in the slot number 1 and then another RAM in the slot number 3. For me, I could do it for slot number 2 and slot number 4. If you have only one stick, only one memory RAM stick, then of course you will have here a single channel. But if you have 2 RAMs, then never stick them close to each other, and always try to use the dual channel setup because you will get better performance. If you did build your own PC, then please go and check if you installed the RAM correctly, because this is very easy to make it wrong. Like in my case, I knew since the beginning how I should install it, but how the fan was blocking the RAM slots, then I just installed it there just to try and see if it worked. Like I said, I installed it, I started PC, I went into BIOS and I saw 16 gigabytes of RAM. I was like, okay, then it's working. I just closed PC and didn't mind to go back and actually change it. Many people don't even know that it's important, the slots that you install the RAM into. But even if you know and you build your own PC by yourself, just go and check if you installed the RAM correctly, because it's actually very important, and the performance, it's also pretty different. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.